Hi and welcome to this video. Today I will be trying to beat Help Wanted Hard Mode, aka Night 5. Help Wanted is normally a PC game, but in this video I'll be playing it in VR. And if that wasn't enough, I'll be playing without sound. This means that I can't hear Freddy laughing, Foxy running, or Bunny and Chica walking. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, let's take a look at the first death. Wait, let's rewind. Foxy killed me instantly. I couldn't even react, he just showed up. I need a way to counter that. Okay, so normally you can hear when Foxy is running to the office. He does that sound about 2 seconds before he attacks. But of course I can't hear that. So for now I just pray to God he doesn't attack twice, because the first time he attacks, you get about 10 seconds before he runs. Now let's address the second problem. This is because I still use the normal Fnaf 1 strat, where you flash both the hallways and then check on Foxy. But this isn't Fnaf 1, this is Help Wanted. And Help Wanted is a lot more greedy with its power. Okay, so I found out you can actually both see Chica and Bunny and Freddy in the hallways. Well, that sounds great, right? Right? Well, it would be great if it wasn't for the fact that it's fucking impossible to see them. I'll show you a clip and I bet you can't even see them. Did you see that? Let's slow it down and brighten the image. Right there, you can vaguely see Chica standing in the hallway. Then when you see Chica, close the door. Now you might say, this should be easy. You just have to close the doors when Bunny and Chica show up. So here's the thing. Bunny is a fucking cunt when it comes to visibility at the door. Here, I'll show you 2 pictures, and you guess which door Bunny is at. Let me just brighten the images for you. Yeah, that's pretty hard, right? But now mix that with the fact that you have to spot that while watching Foxy and only have about 4 seconds before Bunny breaks in. Now I simply have to connect all of these strategies together, but there's just one problem with that. It's fucking hard as hell when my boy Foxy is so damn impatient. Okay, so our biggest problem right now is that Foxy insta-kills, and we can't really change that. But what we can change though is closing the doors in time. And I think I have an idea. Right before animatronics move, there is some pretty intense static on the cameras for a few seconds. And if that static plays and Foxy is his last stage, there's a pretty good chance it's him moving. In this next clip, you can see it executed. Yeah, works every time. No, it's true, it actually does. The only problem with it is just that when Foxy hits the door, for the second time, he takes a lot of power. But we'll get to that later. For now, let's just go over what the perfect run would be like. Okay, so Chica or Bunny comes. At 1 AM, Chica and Freddy should be at the right door. Okay, good, so now Chica left. Freddy, I closed the door 2 hours ago. You should be long gone by now. So, no problem. Freddy doesn't leave in this game. Don't quote me on this, but I also think he doesn't leave in Fnaf 1. If he does, this kinda makes sense, but if he doesn't, it's just a really bad game design choice. So, what does this mean? Yeah, it basically means we have to have 2 power bars on at the same time, like from 2 AM to finish. And all of that means we have to save so fucking much power. I can definitely do that, but it'll probably take a lot of time and a lot of pain. So, here you have a death montage. See you on the other side. Almost done! didn't ever die to Chica, by the way. Well, after all this trial and error, you might think I had the run in the bag. But no, there was one last thing left. Nah, I'm just kidding. I got that shit in the bag. Unfortunately, I didn't record my own voice for this run, but I'll still go over all of the strategies that I used. Okay, so right as I spawned in, I used the amazing strat of sitting down in my bed. Now I just sit down doing nothing until the light has flickered for 2 times. I'm low-key glad that I didn't have to listen to all of this shit. Now, when I see the light flicker, I'll close my door, because it for some reason opens my door. Now I simply wait for the light to flicker the second time. When the light has flickered for the second time, the animatronics can start coming to my door. You might see I still don't stand up. This is because I can still see them walking to my hallway. Right here, I see Chica's hand. I then quickly stand up and close her door. Now I shift all of my focus to the left door and Foxy. Right here, I see Foxy's out for the first time. This means I close the door and wait for him to leave. Now that Foxy has left, I can open his door again. Or at least if Bunny wasn't there. Right here, I see Freddy standing in the hallway. This means he'll never leave and my bunny lock begins. The bunny lock is where Freddy permanently sits at the right door and I use all of my time checking Bunny and Foxy. This strategy just repeats until Foxy leaves his room. Right here I'm becoming a bit nervous because Bunny is still at my door. But see, Foxy left and my door is already closed. That means I survived the second Foxy attack. Now I just need some pretty good Freddy RNG. And that I absolutely got. It took about 7 seconds for Freddy to arrive first, and then it took about 7 seconds for him to leave again. I couldn't hear, but right now, the Night's Over bells was ringing. I really didn't know what happened, and I thought I was about to get jumpscared by Freddy. But then I saw this, and I started celebrating. Yeah, this went on for a while. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll like and subscribe with the notifications on, because I plan on doing more no sound challenges in other FNAF games. Sneak peek, my next FNAF game is gonna be FNAF 6 without sound. Yeah. Stick around to see how that'll go.